I just went to sleep. Dang. Well, let's get started. So, what we're gonna do first is get through this game, which is gonna be for a while. Then Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations for the rest of this game. And we start from the beginning. I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh wait, I'm nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a motor trial off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you're the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Help him. I owe him that much. It's over, man. Game over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's over. I'm finished. I can't. Oh, excuse me. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her, Nick? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Come on, Nick. You gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper said it was you. Oh. So this is the, court record, okay. Time of death, 7:31, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt object. You mean that statue thingy? My name is Phenoix, Wright. Here's the story. The first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman who was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our squad is saying, when something smells, that's usually the Butts. Well, this guy would have been a real shoo-in in my high school. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he has a good heart. He's a good guy at heart. That I owe him, which is why I took this case to clear his name. And that's what I'm gonna, and that's just what I'm going to do. I can't wait from home today. By the way, if I take a meaningful pause, it's because I'm going through my phone. And I'm texting somebody, making sure they're awake. They're asleep now, but I'm just making sure they stay asleep. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is very serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assess your readiness. I can't even speak today because I'm tired as fuck. And I apologize. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. This test will consist of simple, varied questions. Answer them correctly and constantly. Please state the name of the defense in this case. Barry Butts. The defense? Well, that's Barry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wit about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. But I've read the case worker so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Felix, you're absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I feel like I'm gonna have a memory coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Our profiles. Sydney Stone, age 22. Just press R1. Check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? I'll say this down. Center block. Maya Fett. Well, that would be awkward if that's the the victim's name is Sydney Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what's the cause of death? She died because of... oh, I was about to press point. Well, hit a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You answer all my questions. I see no reason if you shouldn't proceed. You seem more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon is the statue of the thinker. He was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in this court. Use the R1 button to check the court records frequently, okay? Alright. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Larry Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any info that might help your client's case. To get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, she'll be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily, so this could be very bad. Let's just check in something. So I'm just checking something. Display chat, display activities. Yes, please. Mike? No, I don't want to do that. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were like Romeo and Juliet. So, Mark Anthony? I don't know who that is. Didn't they all die? Oh, the dumpster just wasn't taking my phone calls. Let's see me ever. What to do you anyway? Mr. Butts, would you describe what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had returned from overseas at one of those days before one of them overseas with one of them the day before murder. What do you mean one of them? Lies, all of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Her passport? Indeed. She apparently had returned to the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. Do I sense sugar daddies? I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the equivalent of having a booty call. I'm just saying. There's a possibility it was a booty call. Apparently had shovel shut. As you see, it would appear that she had several sugar daddies. See, it's called booty. Sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Gold digger. Gold digger. I'm not supporting her death, but gold digger. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of putting his mouth in all sort of wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client has no idea that the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop that. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Larry, we try, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's house the other day of the apartment, did you not? Oh, shoot. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'm sending a statement. Lie, like a dog. Oh, well, see, it's like this. I didn't remember. Why are you twitching? I don't remember. Why are you twitching? You don't remember. Well then. I'm playing with this. We have a witness that can prove that you did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. I'm a bad. I thought the day of the murder. Maybe that's happy face. Who's happy face? Mrs. Wait, you were selling newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mrs. Sowitt, please proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Okay, 1 second. Before I press this button, I check something because my brain just likes acting up. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw Matt flee from the scene of the crime. I thought he might have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking straight, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying on the floor, a woman, not moving, dead. Quick in a fight, I found myself unable to go inside. I thought if I called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park to find a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting on the chair right there. Barry, why didn't you tell me the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. My phone support during the blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone in the apartment, the phone that Mr. Swift used, was one of those. Your Honor, I have a recording of the blackout for your pleasure. Electricity, Miss Stone's building was out noon to 6 p.m. during the day of the crime. I'm tired as heck. If it's not boys, because I'm tired. Long day at work. Now, Mr. Swift, yes? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, Mr. Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? You're going to expose the lies. Just kidding. Wait, lies? He was just lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in this testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony and the evidence. There's bound to be a contradiction in that. First, find the contradiction between the court records and the testimony. Then, once you find the contradiction in the evidence, press it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court records with R1, then point out the contradiction in the testimony. Alright, let's see the contradiction. I'm gonna unfortunately press him. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from the... Okay, we already saw this. I'm not gonna... The door had behind them. Thinking straight, I looked inside the apartment. Okay. I saw where my notes stopped. Okay, I was going to move. Then I went to call her. However, the phone wasn't working in her apartment. I went to a nearby phone. I remember the time exactly. How do you know the times of everything? What p.m. are you certain? Yes, absolutely. It seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict space. Wait. Oh. Hold on a second. Forgot how to play this game because the time of death was 4 to 5. I guess I was on it. You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes, it's 1 p.m. I'm certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. The statement contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body defined at 1 p.m. How can you explain this to the other guy? How can you explain it? That's a good question. Oh, that's up. This is trivial. The witness may have forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sowit? Why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Oh, well, gee, that's a really good question. What is with this thing? Okay, thank you. Great, Mr. Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. One of the contradictions. Lies always begin with lies. See through one, and there's a whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, what are you gonna say? You at the time or something? You see, I found the body and I heard the time. There was a voice saying. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from that TV. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was at the end. Terribly sorry. Must have been a misunderstanding. Wait, hold on. Right, you know what to do. I got this one. Wasn't there a blackout? That's what I'm trying to understand, because there has to be a blackout. There has to be a blackout. Otherwise, how could you explain that? You see, I found the body. Okay, well, I'm not doing that. I don't know why I keep reading through it. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna press it because, I mean, we already know he's lying because there was a blackout, so I'm gonna press it on. True. Right. I think there's a problem lies someplace else. Okay, I agree. Time in this way. So, that's what I thought it was simply. Yeah, I'm totally sorry. I guess the victim must have been watching television program. Okay, well, let's press it this one, and I think present a video. Yes, that would explain the time was wrong. True. Oh, I just pressed this. Okay. Sure, was it television or not on the radio? No, I guess it must have been radio. But there's no radio on the premises. There's only one large television. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. Oh, but is it there? Okay. Mr. Sowit, can you explain how you heard the television when there was a blackout, brother? Hold it right there. The prosecution had said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this recording proves it. You couldn't have heard it from the television or video. Is this man wearing a toupee? The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Stewart? Just say you heard it, brother, and just move on. Oh, I find that quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now, Mr. Stewart. The court will prefer if you heard your accurate testimony from the very beginning. These contingency corrections are harming to your credibility. That's bad, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It would seem I have been in a shock after finding the body. Very well, Mr. Stewart. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Let's see. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw. You saw it? The table clock in the apartment wasn't there. Yeah, the motor weapon that killed just in the thinker. He must have been watching what I saw. Saw a clock. I guess I'll explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness gladly. Hold on. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear it. By the way, this music bops. Table clock in the apartment wasn't there. Yeah, the mortar weapon the killer used to hit the victim. Press this one first, then to make sure I don't misunderstand the table clock, huh? You said there was a clock at the scene? Okay, the mortar weapon was used to kill the victim. Can I just present this?
Objection!
Just a moment. The mortar weapon wasn't a clock, it's a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Had to. You with your stupid objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Stewart. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. You know, if I may. This witness stated this indeed is a clock. The next is a switch. You just tilt it and you says it out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Well, if that's the case, how would he know that it was a clock just by looking at it? Because he hit her over the head with it. Oh, he hit her over the head with it. It must have stated the time. Okay. So the murder weapon was the clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have a problem with it now? Yes, because how would you know it's a clock just by looking at it? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock was by holding it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he had never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment in the dead of night. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I wasn't. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you're the one who killed her. You struck the victim with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock to move. That's what the sound... Wait, that was the sound you heard. Order in accord. Intrusion, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stewart? Question on you. Honestly, almost as the murder weapon struck just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I would never look. The clock. I saw. No. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed them. He should burn. Burn. Give him that. Order on the coin. Formula, please. There's an shred of evidence to put in the defense is clean. Mr. Wright? You claim the sound that with the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think this through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sweet heard definitely came from this clock. The fact is... Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock in this courtroom. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Suddenly it's a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we heard the clock. What is your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? Well, it's 1:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Stewart heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Stewart, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, who's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running slow While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow today, it still proves nothing. How do you know it wasn't running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you can have a case. He's right. How the heck am I going to prove that? Damn it, I'm so close. Mr. Wright, it seems like you lack the credible evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. So it means I cannot let you dare the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination from Mr. Frank Sewage. I come all this way down here to testify, and look what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You guys are all the slime. I almost had it. Sorry, Larry, I couldn't bail you out of this one. I failed you. There's nothing I can do. Not so fast, Mr. Sewage. Maya, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away like this. Angry. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste any time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? You can think of a reason. Can you? Oh, because Paris. Paris. She came from Paris. Wait, is Paris? No, wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have some evidence that can prove it, right? Fine. And I said, well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was running slow up there. You say the clock was running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found any evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see if you pull this one off. What's the evidence that proves that the clock was running slow? Paris. The victim had just returned from the day from Paris. Let's just say that. As we all know, the time between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m., it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't resetted her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proving that for you, Mr. Seward? Or should I say Mr. Did it? Well, order, I say. Well, that something turned out differently than I expected. Mr. Payne, the witness, he's been arrested and taken away. Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Fox. Court is now adjourned. Turns out that Frank Seward was become a burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see who's back. I can't read today because I'm freaking tired. I can't even see. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Seward let him place the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Seward grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Mr. Wright, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen trial end as a satisfying no. I've never seen a chief look this happy. If she's this glad, I can imagine how Larry's feeling right now. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead gone soon. Good. Wait, what? No, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. but Sydney Whitney's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... You know what? Let me just shut up. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlights now. Harry Buck's innocent. Thanks. I owe you one. Hey, Larry, put your dink back in your pants, please, buddy. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey. I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. A present. A present? Wait, so what's the evidence that... Actually, I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Oh, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Can you believe it? I'm so into that chick. I was so into the chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that want to make me want to cry? Larry. Are you sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't have to sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. You're not right, Nick. You don't have to. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she really felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? That means Larry made two of them. Wait. The other one, like... Check this out, Larry. Pretty positive that you went to some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This clock is the one you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed the clock, that's all. You think so? I mean, it's a pretty heavy clock to take just randomly traveling. Well, make it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad to ask you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that makes him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, I hope we finally realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if the clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll get a drink of toast to the innocent thoughts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer because of him? Yeah, part of it at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. So if I end up naked on the floor next to mine, I'm gonna cry. And so, my first draw cleaned new clothes. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Nick, it's good to have good friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay for us unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon gonna be the center of another incident. And that promise I made the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Yep. Sadly. Yes, I do. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's Mia. You know what? Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I finally got a place to call my own. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask you. I know. You want me to hold on to evidence for you. Sharpson, there's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel it's safe to keep your evidence here. I got you. So, what's it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It may look like a statue to think of, but it may look like the statue to think of, but, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not like a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know, I'm teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork outside. I put some paper inside of it instead. Paper? Is that the evidence then? Well, there is probably that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting then. Okay, sis, but I expect to know something good. Like burgers. I could really go for some burgers. Okay. I'll be usual joint. Alright, the deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Session recorded September 5th, 1970. Yeah. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Now, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not you're not really knowledgeable of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dearest Maya Faye, I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. What the? Red, white, and blue. Okay, I'm gonna save it right here. I'm actually gonna